This Christian's about to get sketchy. In my sketchbook, it is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. Starting with the grittiness of a broken world and exploring through comic books the gateway to grace that is Jesus Christ. My name is John Bursell. I am a Christian artist living and raising my son in Montana. I've worked in Denver, Minneapolis, and now in Libby, trying to impact my customers with positive interactions. I've mopped floors and managed stores and everything in between, creating everything from paintings, poetry, photography, graphic design, and culinary dishes. I've also taught many art classes. I love Jesus, Mountain Dew, and loud music. Currently, I'm funneling all of my energy into my book series, My Walk. Make sure to smash the subscribe and like buttons. For links to all my social media sites and free My Walk comic book downloads, go to my blog at 3otters.blogspot.com. Thought I would do a quick video on the progress that I'm at right now with my comic book My Walk. Today is Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. As I'm recording this, I'll post it later. But I just wanted to talk about the second week of summer, the second week of goals being maintained, and I'm feeling so good about how this project's going and the direction it's going in. I'm trying to spend time on not worrying about page counts and calculating out the month and trying to maintain these lofty, huge goals like I used to. What I'm doing right now is I'm just taking it day by day. I'm trying to create 5 comic book pages complete every week. The first week I accomplished this goal, and now week 2 is done, and I have accomplished the goal once again. I have 10 pages done, and I'm just going to keep going on that rate. I'm not going to look at, at the end of summer, I'm going to have this amount of pages. I sabotage myself when I do that. So I'm taking it day by day. Every day, I'm trying to complete my goal. So basically what I'm doing is 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I wake up at 5 a.m., because I have my son that I'm raising, and I've got a lot of other things going on this summer. But at the same time, I've been blessed by not having to work. So once fall hits and I go back to work for the school system, my habits are going to have to shift and change, and maybe I won't accomplish as much. But if I can get as much done this summer as I can, I'm going to bust through it. I get up at 5 a.m., and this is kind of like a rundown of my little daily routine. So my alarm goes off at 5. I jump up. I hook up my phone to my computer. I download all the photos and videos from my phone from the previous day. Then I pray and I do a Bible study. I study my Bible for about an hour. And I've got a stack of Bible study books that I've been going through. I've decided this summer that instead of just reading straight through the Bible, sometimes I don't get as much out of it because I feel like I'm skimming through things that I didn't quite catch the details. And so I've got these Bible study books going through the Bible that are focusing on little sections and really diving deep into it. So after that, it's about 6 a.m. and I type up on my Comic Life program. I've got a bunch of templates set up for each issue. So I'm in issue 1 now. I type up the page I'm working on that day. So, and I get it all set up from... So I go through my storyboards and see how the page is set up on the storyboard, what text is on the storyboard on that page, and then I go through in Comic Life and I set up the page that I'm on, page 2, page 3, whatever page it is. I set up all of the squares for each panel. I set up the word balloons and any of the word text in any other form. I set up all of the type. And then I print it out. I print out the page. And this is at 6 a.m. in the morning. And then I pencil that page. And that's all I worry about is just the one page. It's a pretty simple process. And the style that I chose to do this section of the book in is very cartoony, simplistic. So it goes pretty quickly with the pencils. And then I feel like I've accomplished something. Let's see. And a lot of times when I'm penciling, I'm using some character sheets that I created to look at for reference. And then that's my morning. I make coffee and then I wait for Luke to wake up. And when he gets up, we start our day. And then when he goes to bed at about 10 p.m. is when I try to start inking my pencils. Or if I have time throughout the day, if Luke's watching YouTube, he's having some chill time, I will sit down and ink my page. And otherwise, I will ink the pencils about 10 and then clean my brushes out. I'll pray. I'll review my scripture about 11 from the morning Bible study. And then once the ink is dried, maybe about 11:30 or a little later, I will erase the pencil lines and scan in that page. That's pretty much my process, and I can't even begin to explain how good it feels to be actually producing some work instead of dreaming about it, instead of telling people I have an idea. I've been doing the complete opposite of what I've ever done in my life right now, where I am talking less about it. People probably don't even know what I'm doing, what I'm working on. I just hide away in my little hole. But instead of hanging out with friends and always talking about these big ideas I've got and talk for hours, I used to do this with a lot of people. It would get them pumped up and feeling energized and inspired that, wow, he's working on this stuff, I'm going to go do the same. But I feel like I gave all my energy away to them and I never produced any work. I was just promoting my stuff and not producing my stuff. But I'm sitting here looking through 10 inked pages and I feel incredible about this. This is an amazing thing, and I'm just so thankful to God for the time He's given me. I'm 53 years old, and I'm finally getting to pursue my dream. And I could have done this my whole life, but I'm just thankful that God opened my eyes to a lot of things that held me back. I'm thankful for the time that He's given me, the creativity that He's given me. I'm thankful for my son and all the other things that he plunked me into a job that has provided me housing and food, that gave me the summer off. I have never had that in my life. And so I just wanted to do this update real quick. How amazing it is right now in my life, and just week 2. The second week of summer, and I feel like, now who knows, things might happen coming up, that life, you never know where life's going, but at this moment I hope I'm creating some habits that I continue through the summer. I'm hoping to continue my habit this fall and just reworking my process with my work schedule. So we'll see how that fits in. But that's my update for the first 2 weeks, and thanks for listening. Just out here at the creek with my son Luke, enjoying our day. So beautiful out here. Nature is gorgeous. I was just looking at all of the pebbles and rocks and all the brokenness all over the ground and how pretty it is out here, how peaceful. And I started to think about when God created the earth. When he first formed it, were there any broken pebbles, any rocks like that? Or was everything picture perfect and untouched? I wonder what that looked like. I wonder what the world looked like without anything broken in it, everything whole, complete, even the rocks. All these broken rocks all over, just like we are